Hey guys, what's going on? It's your favorite mortgage lender, Abdel Kawatmi, switching it up, actually looking to continuously do these Instagram live sessions now at 12 o'clock as opposed to. We're going to go through a couple different things that I want to cover with us today and kind of find out exactly what it is that we need to go over, which is a lot of changes that's currently happening in the market with regards to the number of homes that are finally starting to come in and starting to grow. And then I'm also going to throw in a twist in there too with 5 different recommendations that us as buyers can attribute when we're looking to put in our offer. So the first thing is an important metrics in today's residential real estate market that I'm starting to see, guys, consistently is the number of homes that are starting to come up available for sale. So the active listing count has slowly started to increase. On a normal basis, we're looking at about a 6-month supply. We're now slowly starting to gear back into that. We're almost as low as a 2 months, 3-month supply. The trends, as you guys can see, again, all the PowerPoints that I put together, I share them with you if you guys would like. So please reach out to me directly. We're more than happy to share with you guys a lot of the statistics that I'm going to be bouncing out back and forth with us today. So right now, the trend for homes is starting to increase. Last year, the trend was a lot different. Historically and seasonally, it's going to be a lot different, right? We went through the pandemic, interest rates dropped consistently, and we also saw a very, very high demand for homes. So what's happening this year is due to the decline of active listings in 2020, 2021 actually became a very record low in regards to housing inventory counts. Again, we're starting to see a buildup of inventory over the last few months, and 3 main reasons I think is what's starting to attribute to that. And the first thing is the pent-up selling demand. A lot of home buyers nowadays are starting to get more comfortable putting their homes out on the market as more and more Americans are starting to get vaccinated. More Americans are starting to go back to work, which has been a huge thing now. I recently shared with us last week on one of my calls in regards to New York and Manhattan employees. Statistics of them actually show over 50% of them are starting to return back to the workplace, which is going to start showing up a lot of differences in regards to employment counts increases, a lot less unemployment claims, and then simultaneously people being more comfortable to putting their homes back on the market. And then we also have new constructions. New constructions is actually starting to take off. At one point the cost of lumber was so expensive that a lot of different contractors, had a very tight budget, couldn't really attribute. So the new construction, although it's not included with Realtor.com numbers that I shared with us earlier, more homes are starting to become built. There are a lot of options for current homeowners to consider when they are selling now. Because remember, if a homeowner is actually going to be selling their property, chances are they also need to be buying ones as well. And if the demand is so high and the supply is so low, those sellers probably won't even list their homes on the market, mainly because there's just such a tight supply of homes for them to also dive into as well. The lack of options also, again, has slowed potential sellers down in the past. We're now going to start seeing an attribute for that start to increase. And then probably one of the major things we're going to start seeing is the end of forbearance is likely going to be create a lot of new listings. Forbearance is right around the corner. A lot of experts actually believe that the end of this forbearance program is, again, it's not going to lead to a foreclosures for a lot of main reasons. Some of the reasons I explained before, which was the type of equity that a lot of people who are in forbearance have. Also, you have the type of people that are currently going into forbearances, the type of homes, and most importantly, mortgage servicers actually have an incentive by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to make sure that the people are actually staying on top of their mortgages and getting a lot of different options available to them. Now, many homeowners will actually be able to sell their homes as opposed to going into foreclosure, which is the biggest one, which again is going to lead to additional listings being on the market. So with that initially said, what are 5 tips as a consumer that I recommend in order to make your best offer when you're looking to put a home? And the first thing, if you're a homeowner looking to take advantage of some of these newer homes that are starting to pop up, is know your budget. Most important thing when you're searching for a home, before you even find an agent, before you even look for the specific home that you're looking for, you have to attribute your budget. You have to know what you're looking for in order to be a successful homeowner and take advantage. Now, don't get me wrong, just because more homes are coming on the market doesn't mean it's still not competitive. It's actually still super competitive. But the best way to understand your numbers is to make sure you get pre-approved. Fannie Mac actually says that a pre-approval allows you to look for a home with greater confidence and demonstrates to a seller that you're a serious buyer, okay? Showing sellers that you're serious gives you that competitive edge over another person and gives you that ability to act quickly. The second tip that I have is be prepared to move fast. Okay, 89% of homes that were sold in July of 2021 were on the market for less than a month. And there's that saying, right? If you check out a home today, do not sleep on it, because that person who looked at it yesterday might have slept on it and might be beating you to the punch and putting in an offer. When homes are selling super fast, super important for you to be on top of the market, be ready to move very quickly. Make sure your attorney, your realtor, and your lender are all on the same page, ready to get you out of attorney review. Just because your offer gets accepted, somebody can actually sneak in during attorney review and offer something higher that might be appealing to the seller, and they may take their offer even though it's accepted. So you want to make sure that your attorney's on the same page, getting you under contract immediately, and having the real estate professionals that can lead you to victory. Home buying is not just based on the realtor and the lender. There's a lot of different people that are involved, from the inspector, the appraiser, title, insurance, HOA if you're buying a condo, flood insurance, a lot of different attributes when you're buying a home. It's not just typically the realtor and the lender. A lot of different professionals. You want to have that pool of trusted professionals from the lender, attorney, title company, inspector, appraiser, and the likes, in order to avoid any issues and give you that opportunity to make a very, very strong offer within a specific timeline too. So, and then you want to craft and present a very fair and an extremely competitive offer. So when you're looking at homes in the past, when you're offering, asking, even in today's market, you coming in and asking, depending on how long the market was out, the home was on the market and so on and so forth, gives you the opportunity. But about 50% of homes, according to the National Association of Statistics, actually says that all offers have been coming in above the list price. So you definitely want to keep that in mind when you're looking to present, by looking at the market value of the home, the recent sales trend in the area, and then most importantly, the current buyer demand and the number of people that are checking out the home, to see if it's something that waives your inspections. Because when you're looking at homes, waiving inspection contingencies and appraisal contingencies is very common nowadays. If you check out a home that's $500,000 and you offer $530,000 and waive appraisal, that house is not appraised at $530,000. You must cover the difference until you can make up for that difference of the $530,000. Very important for you to keep that in mind. So it's very, very important to ask the agent to take a look at what's called the comparables, sales comparables of the area, and find out if that house is actually worth what they're claiming you're going to be getting it for. Because any shortage, if you're waiving appraisal, you're most likely going to have to cover it. And then the fifth thing is understanding the seller's needs, but resist waiving certain contingencies, which is just like I was saying. When you're crafting an offer, you want to make sure that it's in your best interest and also in the interest of the seller. So waiving inspections. Okay, so if you're waiving it in the entirety and there's any type of structural damage or any type of environmental damages from an oil tank, you're responsible for it. So you want to make sure that you're taking every single temptation into account, right? So waiving inspection contingencies is a big, big one, right? And then also taking a look at the market in regards to the appraisal I was just talking about. Make sure if you're going to waive the appraisal, you have an idea of what it is that you need to cover the shortage, or offering a fluff, whatever it is that gives you the opportunity to not be in a position where you could potentially be spending a lot of money if you don't have the actual resources in mind. So today's competitive market, it's super, super important for you to know when you're making a strong offer and what constitutes a strong offer. Not just in the realm of how high you can go, but the different contingencies that are in place, the different attributes, how strong your offer goes in. Getting a trusted lender to reach out to different parties, making sure the transaction is going super smooth through communication, follow-up, and keeping an eye on the closing date will give you that much of an opportunity to get your offer accepted. Take advantage of some of the available homes. If you're a consumer out there or a realtor who's struggling with their current lender or just not getting the communication that they need, contact my team and I will be more than happy to take a look at least what it is that you're currently working on. If there's a specific client that's giving you a little bit of a headache, please feel free to contact us. We'll take a look at their from head to toe, find out what it is that needs to be done to tailor the perfect mortgage for them, and present very competitive offers and work on getting them accepted. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I wanted to keep this one nice and short. Any questions that you have, message me directly. I will be posting this on all of our social media channels. Contact me directly if you want a copy of the 2 posts that I just discussed, and we can take it from there. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time.